Hey, it's Ben again. What's up? Alright, we're gonna do a pretty basic video. It's gonna be good in housekeeping. Before you guys write me off as a tinfoil hatter, a nutter, you know what? If you wrote me off as a nerd for another video, this one's gonna be kinda off it. But it's gonna be simple, elegant. Let's get to the point, getting to the chase here. Alright, let's see. UFOs. Might as well cover the subject. I'm not an expert on it. I'm not going to even pretend like I am. I'm not even going to go into the whole government thing. I'm just going to wipe that away. Let's look at the facts, okay? Look, when I would like you just do some research, okay? Do me a favor. Do like 30 minutes, an hour of research just on this. Look at the don't just look at one side. Look at, of course, what historians have seen. Because you need to look at history. You need to look at history because that's the one that wrote me off right there. Is screw government. I'm not even going to get into it. I'm not even going to study it because there's so much crap about it. There's so much flack. Let's just ignore that one. Throw that out the window, okay? Let's get into the old history, the ancient history, okay? Of when ancient man saw these things in the sky and they said, look guys, there it is, and they include it in drawings, everything from cave drawings to pictures. Ancient Aliens, very good show, love it. Look at that one, you know. Ask the questions. Don't, and also, do me a favor, don't just look at the whole side that says yes, okay, they're out there, you see them, here's the proof. Look at those who say here's the proof. What's wrong with it? Look at the two different sides and compare and contrast, and when you get that contrast, then you come up with your decision on what you think it is. Okay, personally for me, like aliens, do whatever you want, do your thing, you know, go out there, have fun, you know, whatever. Personally, aliens, I'm not really bugging around with it. I'm just doing this as housekeeping, alright? Getting off on this, again onto another subject, let's go with biological magnetic field. Aura, G, or Gi, whatever you want to call it, multiple names, multiple cultures, worldwide. Ancient man knows about this. Bam, okay. Why? How? This is all very similar, yet slightly different, but no, the main subject, the main substance is so similar in structure, in form, and in action, in all these different groups. Ancient man, ancient people, and how they're affected. How? Let's look at those facts. Let's look at the facts, the things. Okay, I'm just going to tell you what to research. Don't just take my word for it, because and I can prove it to you. Did in a couple other videos, but that's not the point. Let's look at the actual point of this. This thing, this field around the body. Let's look at it and that's studied. Let's see it, because guess what? They have photographed it. Do the research yourself. Okay? Also, do me a favor, don't just look at the side that says yes, like me. I mean, granted, I am biased, okay, because I've seen it, I know what it does. I'm automatically biased. You might as well not even bother with saying that everything in mine's right. I want you to research. You research it, you look it up, you find the facts, not me. Okay? Do that for me. Good for you, you know, good job, alright? Aside from that, or, I mean, just what you gotta do is, like I said in our video, keep your mind open but be skeptical. Even be skeptical of me. If you think that my word is great, which probably for most people I'm just a nutter out there, but that's fine. Be skeptical even if you do trust me. Like Kim, even if you do trust me. You know, be skeptical of what I say. Then let me present the proof. But be open-minded at the same time, you know. Everyone, you gotta be open-minded yet skeptical, because if you are completely open-minded, you'll believe anything that anyone else says. Not good. But you have to be open-minded enough to just be able to accept an idea possibly, and then look into it and see whether it's right. Don't always just write off something as, no, there's no way it could happen. Okay? Look into those things and look at all sides of the argument. Okay? Also, another thing that you should look into, and this one is going to be the main subject of the video. Ancient man, prehistoric man. Very interesting concept. Prehistoric, or are we rewriting, are we repeating what history is already written? Look at a lot of the things that ancient things have been discovered. Now, how UFOs may come into it? They may have played a role. If they did, great. Cool for them. Aside from that, you need to look at the ancient man, ancient things, ancient discoveries that have come out of the ocean. Great continental shifts haven't occurred very often, very fast. But why are these big cities, these big things underneath the ocean that shouldn't be there, frankly? I mean, you can't dump a freaking stone palace underneath the ocean off the side of a ship. You can't do that. That's impossible, even by today's standard. Alright? And then not to mention other things that they have found inland that have been proven that we can't even do hardly today. Nor would we want to do, because it would cost way too much. Why would ancient man who's barely surviving off of eating caribou and deer and whatnot decide to build a building that even today with our resources we would not want to do? There's a one of the greatest examples, and this is completely ignored by textbooks, which is frustrating because it's important. Everyone should have at least a minor study of this in basic history class. It's mind-blowing. The what was that tribe? God. There's an Indian tribe in America, Native American tribe, okay, that built a city, a palace, whatever, that looks like it was blown apart. And the stones fit together so perfectly like a puzzle. We couldn't do it today. Perfect lines. Even with our tools, we couldn't hardly even do this. I mean, we could if all of us put in the resources into building this as an entire nation did it. Then yes, we could build it, but aside from that, we couldn't. Plus, the stone that they used, that the thing is made of, the only thing that's harder than that we have that they could have possibly used would be freaking diamonds to cut it. It's the only thing that was harder than it. How does this occur? The history textbooks, they gotta be rewritten. Gotta look into these things. You gotta explore these things. These are important things to the human race as a whole, not even just to a culture, not even just to those parts of the world, you know. Plus, not to mention the spark of humanity and where that comes in. That's one of my greatest interests in history. Is that spark. We went from literally, supposedly in the timelines that we have, we went from banging rocks together to make tools to hunt deer to building pyramids practically overnight. How can this occur properly? Not to mention, pyramids were built in several places around the world at the same time practically. No communication between different cultures. The similarities are so close. The measurement units, you don't quote me on this, but I believe that the Mayan measurement unit and the Egyptian measurement unit were basically the same of one another. And the understanding of mathematics? Hello? Where do you get this? Where do you go from plus, minus, to multiply to frickin' calculus? Well, not quite calculus, but calculus sort of stuff overnight. to algebra that we then proceed to forget over the Dark Ages, and then suddenly, bam, it's all back again, and it's all rediscovered by a bunch of English men. You know, almost making jokes here, but essentially, yeah, that's what happened. How? Anyway, well, like I said, that's my little bitch about about how we need to fix our textbooks, because they are crap. We need to just burn them and rewrite another one. So anyway, thanks, peace out.